Alright guys, so I had to do a full restart on my end. Sorry about that guys, again, I'm not too sure what happened there. But it looks like we are back at it again, and it looks like it's going to be a safety car. So... And that was actually Zach Johnson. So Zach Johnson has actually crashed out, bringing out the safety car, ladies and gentlemen. Again guys, I am super sorry for the pings if you guys are part of the notification squad. I'm just having some connectivity issues on my end. I'm not too sure exactly what's going on. Just had to leave the session, leave the leave the stream, do a full restart of everything on my end, and I hope we are back. I hope we are back to normal. I hope. But from all of us actually, from what we just missed, we had a lot of people start on the set of softs at the beginning of this race, a few of them starting on the set of mediums. We see a lot of people making an early pit stop with Gronfeld, Jonesy, Sharpie, Natalie, Street Pikachu, Jeff K, Liam, and Skills Dan. So, a lot of those drivers having an amazing start in qualifying, just when it comes to the race start, just did not have a good one. Biggest losers actually from the race start is going to be Liam, Skills, Dan, and Natalie. After those three had an amazing position in the race and just got unlucky at the start. Skills Dan is actually, hold on, so Street Pikachu actually led a lot of people through there. I'm not too sure what happened there. Zach Johnson looks like he actually crashed out. Not too sure what happened with him. Since we just missed it, again guys, I am terribly sorry. But ladies and gentlemen, if you are still kicking around, welcome to Smoking Pirelli's Racing Club. Here for the season premiere of season 4, ladies and gentlemen, here at the Imola Grand Prix. We had a lot of mishap on my end with connectivity issues, and I can't really fix that now, but I'm trying to see if it's actually back to normal. Again, guys, like we did miss some near the beginning of the race and a lot of the qualifying, so I do apologize again. But now, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be the safety car in this lap, and Kobe is going to be restarting this race, ladies and gentlemen. So let's see how he takes this now, with Drunk Pirate right behind him in that front row. Owen Wilson has made up a few positions, gone up to 3rd fastest for the time being. Same goes with Super Saiyan, up to 4th. So let's see how these drivers take it. Kobe's coming around the turn 18 now. He can go whenever he feels. The safety car is in the pit lane, so it looks like he's going to be waiting for the start, and he's going to drop the hammer now, and Drunken Pirate was able to catch up on that. Good reaction times there, I gotta say, but for Drunken Pirate, and it looks like they're going to stay right there, but VDV is going to try and switch onto the inside of Super Saiyan. Had it back out of it, was tempting there for a quick second. We also have Spillish and Gronfeld having themselves a battle on those set of mediums, and Gronfeld pushes his way now up to 11th. We also see VDV trying to get past. Same with Drunken Pirate. He's looking on the inside. He's trying to stick his nose in. He can't. Owen Wilson trying to make up for the scraps. And it looks like he can't make any position changes as well. We also see VDV now getting past Super Saiyan. We have a yellow flag, and it's going to be Gronfeld as he has spun around turn 7, ladies and gentlemen. And he now falls down to 19th. Owen Wilson right on the tail end of Drunken Pirate for that 2nd place position. A good restart for all of the drivers out there. Jonesy, unfortunately, is the first person with the time penalty out there with 3 seconds. Natalie is now losing a bit of positions there as she now falls down to 17th. I'm not too sure if she's looking at damage potentially on that car. If you guys are just queuing in, thank you guys for coming in. Again, very apologetic for the connectivity issues, but Owen Wilson is starting to battle out with Drunken Pirate, coming around turn 6, 17, and 18, and he now pushes his way up to 2nd. However, it could be short-lived as Kobe now leads the race by more than a second. So now you can see Captain Jack trying to fight with those G-forces, fight with that dirty air. and he's now not trying to push for Owen Wilson, but now trying to hold off a Gang's VDV right behind. VDV needs to get out of that McLaren sandwich if he wants to get any sort of opportunities into that podium positions. But as I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, very apologetic, still super sorry about all of the connectivity issues that I've been having here during qualifying and the race start. Not too sure exactly what happened there, but for the time being, Kobe still leads the race, with Owen Wilson just got the overtake up to second off a drunk pirate. And then VDV needs to get out of that McLaren sandwich. You also see Super Saiyan trying to keep him in that sandwich, but Dusty Fake is now trying to creep up on the McLaren. We're seeing Jonesy and Infinite Fear having themselves a little bit of a battle, and Jonesy pushes his way up to 10th. We're seeing a battle near the back with Gronfeld and Tolmark. Owen Wilson has just improved and gotten the fastest lap of 117.863 for him, and this is the time where all of these drivers are going to strike, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for DRS. Panda is going to try and go around the outside of Shazin, but can find the gap. Shazin defends really well out there and holds on for that 7th place position. And Panda trying to get past, but it's very difficult for him to do. We're seeing Jeff K and Sharpie. Sharpie trying to get past Infinite there. Didn't really get the fastest line out of turn 6. And that's going to give Jeff K an opportunity to swing around the inside of turn 7. Gives the space. A little bit of a slippery exit there for the Red Bull driver, but he's able to hold on to it and stay in that 13th position, the unlucky 13th. He needs to get out of that position as fast as possible. Sharpie now, he's looking to go side to side into turn 11 and 12. Very difficult to do, very difficult to find the space. And it looks like Infinite Fear, looks like they had a little bit of a collision, but they're still back out on that track, and they're still going at it. Kobe and Owen Wilson now having themselves a battle, and Owen Wilson now leads the race, ladies and gentlemen, in the Alpine. And start of lap 7, Owen Wilson will be leading this race, but it could be short-lived, as Kobe does have DRS. We're going to go on board with them as it's DRS, ERS, and now the slipstream. Trying to look around the inside. Can't get the position down, and he's going to stay in that 2nd place. Drunk Pirate close behind in 3rd. VDV gaining so far 12 positions here tonight, up to 4th. And actually, talking about the position changes, we're actually going to go through them now. Owen Wilson with an amazing start. Started in 8th, now leading the race, with Kobe started in pole position down to 2nd. We have Drunk Pirate currently in 3rd. We have VDV started in 16th up to 4th. He's having a very good race. Where we have Super Saiyan currently in 5th, started in 12th. Dusty in 6th, started in 14th. Panda in 7th, started in 18th. Shazin in 8th. Gaining 5 positions. Jonesy actually got unfortunate with that. Well, actually not unfortunate. He pitted during the safety car, and he is now down to 9th after starting in 5th. We have Spillage in 10th, Sharpie in 11th, Jeff K currently in 12th. Liam started in that front row of 2nd, but now down to 13th after spinning around and broke his front wing on lap 1. We have Infinite Fear down in 14th, started in 19th, so gained a few positions from him there. And so far, the biggest loser when it comes to positions is going to be Gronfeld in 19th for the time being, and started in 4th, so he lost a whole 15 positions. So not a great start for him, but still plenty of racing left over here for Smokin' Pirelli season premiere. And again, guys, if you're just queuing in, we had a lot of connectivity issues on my end. I do apologize again for that. I'm not too sure what happened there on my end, but it looks like we are back at it. I hope it stays like this. And looks like we have a yellow flag, and it's going to be Skills Dan. So not too sure what happened with him. He actually spins around turn 5 and 6, and he is going to go into the wall, loses his front wing. There is no aerodynamic package on that front wing now, so he's really going to struggle. He's really going to struggle with that now, as he's just crawls his way to back to that pit lane, but still has a whole lap to do it. We're actually going to go on board with Owen, and we're just going to see the comparison. He goes on the throttle a lot earlier compared to Kobe on that exit, where he's able to carry a lot more momentum coming down the DRS straight. But now with Kobe having that DRS, he is closing that gap fast. Incoming around the outside, a huge collision between Owen Wilson and Kobe as Owen Wilson goes into the wall, and he is now out of this race, ladies and gentlemen. Kobe goes around the outside. Looks like there was a little bit of tire locking between the two. And Owen Wilson now in the wall, and that brings out the safety car, ladies and gentlemen. Already, both of the Alpines, wait, Alpines, right? Yeah, both of the Alpines, ladies and gentlemen, are out of this race. Now that is very unfortunate for Owen Wilson. Had an amazing start to this race. Got overtaken by Kobe. I'm not too sure if that's going to go down to the stewards or not, but if it does, there could be some huge repercussions right there for Kobe. But so far, a lot of the drivers still yet to make a pit stop, so this is their opportunity if they're gonna go with a different pit strategy here tonight. Urzotti, yeah, it is unfortunate. It is unfortunate for Owen. Kobe was just closing in that gap, trying to go around the outside as Owen defends on the inside. But unfortunate for Owen, made collision, influenced the car to go into the wall, and it's just not what you want to see. But with that also being said, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just queuing in, welcome to Smoking Pirelli's Racing Club, here for the season premiere of Season 4, where we're at the Imola Grand Prix. We had 2 people crash out, connectivity issues on my end severely, and I think so far we're looking pretty good. But as it stands now, we are now on lap 10 of 32, ladies and gentlemen, with Super Saiyan leading the safety car restart. And this is where it's all gonna come down. Actually, I want to see one thing though. I want to see one thing. If Owen Wilson would be willing to come into the party to talk about what happened. Yeah, so I haven't. Oh, so Owen Wilson was having connectivity issues. He didn't have enough time to plug in his Ethernet cable, which that's actually one thing I do need to get for myself. But yeah, it is unfortunate, but the race will still continue, ladies and gentlemen. And it looks like if he has his mic, he's actually going to be joining us for a quick mid-race interview to see exactly what happened there. But for the time being, ladies and gentlemen, we're just going to be waiting on Owen Wilson. We're going to be waiting for a lot of these drivers to go on a new set of tires potentially. And so far, we actually have a lot of people on the set of mediums. Actually, more than what I would be anticipating on the set of hards, actually, ladies and gentlemen. We have 5 drivers on the set of hards with Kobe, Natalie, Dusty Fake, Panda, Spillage, no, not Spillage, Panda, and Skills Dan at the rear. And the thing, and with Skills Dan and Liam as well, they need to just pull something out of the hat, because with them, just unfortunately got unlucky at the beginning of this race for both of the Mercedes. After starting in some really good positions as well, they need to just go full conservative to just last as long as they potentially can and see if they can make it through. We're currently having Owen message back, so hopefully he's going to be able to join us. And hey, why not? Probably do some co-commentating. Can you invite me to the party? Alright guys, so give me a quick second. You're going to be seeing a blue screen for the time being, so give me a quick second as I invite Owen Wilson. Alright, Owen, where are you? Owen. Alright, so he just got added into the chat, so hopefully he's going to be able to join soon. And it looks like we're still going to be looking at another lap of safety car, ladies and gentlemen, as Skills then is still trying to catch up with the pack. So that's going to give us enough time to talk with Owen. Just waiting on him to join. Yep, I did add the right account. Okay. And here's the man of the hour, Owen Wilson. You there, my man? Owen? You there, buddy? Owen, if you're speaking, your mic's muted, by the way. Alright guys, we're just waiting on Owen to fully connect to the party. But
Hello?
oh, there we go. Owen, you there?
Yeah, I'm here, bro. How are you?
Alright, I'm just gonna quickly see if they can hear you back at home.
You good, bro?
Yep. Alright, we can hear you. Alright, yeah, I'm all good, mate. Unfortunate about what just happened there to bring out the safety car, and I actually had like a lot of connectivity issues on my end. You probably saw me leave the session and join back. But I was gonna say exactly what happened there with you and Kobe. Saw that he had the DRS and he was catching up on you fast, and you were defending on the inside. I only saw from your rear view angle, but did he actually turn left a little bit too much and lock tires? Like, what happened there?
I don't think so. I think where the track turns left, I couldn't go left anymore. So
So he squeezed you off a little bit?
I'm not sure it was a squeeze. I think if I carried on turning left, I would have been onto the grass for sure. But there was definitely room on my side, but I think there was a little bit more on his side. But I don't think it was an intentional thing.
Okay, and also I just saw in the what's called in the Discord, you were actually glitching out a little bit through qualifying and the race, and I just saw you couldn't find a Ethernet cable. Was that correct?
Yeah, that's right. And you've had connection issues as well.
Yeah, so I need an Ethernet cable bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was gonna say, while you're still here, would you like to do some co-coms, or are you gonna just take some time to just relax a little bit after the crash? Probably check in with the doctors for a concussion potentially.
Yeah, maybe a bit more, maybe a broken arm.
Oh yeah.
But, yeah, I'm gonna take some time, bro. I had to rush back in to get in the race.
Yeah, no worries. But again, I want to say welcome back to Smoking Pirelli's for season premiere. Could have gone a lot better. Could have gone a lot worse, to be honest with you. So, I think that you'll probably take this as a little bit of like a learning curve potentially when it comes to the race, because it's not how you start the season, it's how you end it. Correct?
Yeah, exactly. And I had a really good start as well. I think I made up 6 places on the first lap.
Yeah, you made up a lot of positions when it came to that first safety car. But
and then obviously got into the lead as well, which is always a positive.
Exactly. So you know that you have the pace. You definitely do, and you're actually on fire out there. Just unfortunate to see both you and your teammate of Zach Johnson go out. So hopefully we see you back again next week for round 2, hopefully for a better result. So I'll leave you to it, Owen Wilson, ladies and gentlemen, and I hope you have a good night, Owen.
Alright, thanks, bro. I appreciate it. Have a good night.
Stay safe, my man. But ladies and gentlemen, we are now back at it. That was Owen J. Wilson, ladies and gentlemen, one of the Alpine drivers here at Smoking Pirelli's. As we just saw a little bit of a collision there with Jonesy. Oh, and a big collision there with Shazin. And I don't know who that was. That's actually going to be the Alpine of Sharpie. Not too sure what happened there for him, as he now re-enters the track with a broken front wing. We also have Spillage, not Spillage, Jeff K spinning around near the back. Huge collisions all over the field through the safety car restart. Not too sure what happened out there, ladies and gentlemen, but just one thing led to the other. Jonesy had himself a little bit of a collision there with Shazin. Shazin tried to rejoin in. Sharpie ran right into the back end of Shazin there. And it's just unfortunate. There's going to be a lot of pit stops here as Liam has just disconnected. I'm going to quickly invite him back, ladies and gentlemen, so give me a quick second. If it'll allow me. Keyword there, if. Doesn't look like it's going to. So hopefully he's able to join back soon. But yep, you can see all of these drivers going into the pit lane. We actually saw Kobe now push up to third, now right behind his teammate of Jonesy. And okay, good. Liam was able to join back, so that's good. But yeah, so now it looks like Super Saiyan now on those old set of softs really needs to consider when to go into the pit lane, because those softs are going to be they're going to be screaming out in pain at this point, ladies and gentlemen. So we're just going to have to wait and see what happens with them there. We also see Jonesy right ahead of his teammate of Kobe. Kobe with those set of hards is just on a roll here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Doing an exceptional job. So let's see if he can get past. Then there you go. Super Saiyan now goes into the pit lane. Kobe now wants to lead his teammate. Jonesy is trying to hold on to that position. Sees the flashing red lights. Kobe. Now Jonesy actually lets his teammate by. Doesn't want to give any conflicts for their team role. And it's now a Haas 1-2 here at Smoking Pirelli's. Oh, we see a spin, and that's going to be Infinite Fear as he spun around turn 2, and it looks like he has actually no visible damage, but could be some mechanical mishaps there onto those corners. Probably mistimed the braking zone, and there goes an Aston Martin into the wall of Dusty Fake as he was going side to side with Jeff K. Very difficult to go side to side in turns 5 and 6. And it looks like now is going to be a virtual safety car, ladies and gentlemen, for the buildup of debris out there on the track. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're actually going to run a quick ad while the virtual safety car is in place. So give us a quick second. Oh yeah, I also do want to say, Kobe Oli, thank you for the follow, my man. So hopefully you enjoy your stay. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back off of that short little intermission. And with the VSC now ending, ladies and gentlemen, Kobe and Jonesy are now still leading the way. Looks like Natalie and Gronfeld, as Gronfeld goes into the gravel of turn 3 and is now struggling to rejoin the track, has just made it, not got that car stuck in the gravel. And the Alfa Romeo will continue on and try to push back. Currently still in the point positions, but really needs to try and push even further. Both of the Mercedes drivers getting a really good resurgence after spinning around at the beginning of this race. We also see Jeff K had himself a little bit of an incident in the previous lap at this corner as well, actually. So is able to learn from his mistake and continue on those old set of mediums. 14 lap old set of mediums for Jeff K as well. So it was one of those early pitters at the beginning of this race. We're currently still seeing a lot of time penalties actually on the field, ladies and gentlemen. So we're actually going to take a look at those time penalties and see what happens there. So currently we have 6 seconds for Jonesy. We have Jeff K. Gronfeld. We also have Street Pikachu, Shazin, Sharpie, Infinite Fear, and also Dusty Fake. With Panda actually with 3 seconds to their name. Panda currently in the pit lane now because he actually had to serve a drive-through penalty after not respecting the delta during the virtual safety car period, and will have to go into the pit lane. No pit stop for him, and he's going to now exit out with 3 seconds as well for corner cutting previously in the laps. But now you can see that battle for 6. You can see both of the Mercedes catching up to the Red Bull of Jeff K. coming into lap 18. 14 laps left to go, ladies and gentlemen, here for Smoking Pirelli's season premiere of season 4, actually, ladies and gentlemen. We're also seeing Jonesy starting to keep up with his teammate of Kobe, and of course Jonesy trying to get it within that DRS, using all of the ERS that he can, and you can really see just how quick Kobe is on those set of hards compared to his teammate on the set of mediums, which is actually supposed to be the faster tire. So it really shows that Kobe's just on a whole other level in this race. But we're actually going to go back down with Skills Dan. We're actually going to stay on board with Skills Dan to see if he can get back ahead of Jeff K. The DRS is now enabled for Skills Dan. The gap is closing with the ERS, the DRS, and the slipstream. He's going to look on the inside here. Can he get the position coming into turn 2? And yes, he can. Skills Dan now up to 6th position. And now is his teammate's turn of Liam trying to keep up with that battle. And he needs to get past that Red Bull. And of course now Jeff K needs to do the complete opposite. He needs to get out of that that Mercedes sandwich, and he needs to make his way back up to 6th place. And with him seeing the blinking lights of Skills Dan's rear end, of course blinking because he is low on ERS, that's going to give Jeff K the indicator to see if he can get that position back coming at the end of the DRS straight. But Liam might have different plans on his agenda, as he is really closing in to the Red Bull diffuser coming into the chicane, gaining a lot of tenths there. So he's really going to try and get past. He's trying to find the gap. Is he going to go for it now? We'll be getting DRS regardless. No, he will not. He's gonna stay and wait and catch Jeff K out on a mistake, getting a lot quicker exits into these corners for Liam. As we have a crash out, and it's going to be Street Pikachu as he has crashed out in Sector 2, and that's going to be a safety car, ladies and gentlemen. The third one of the day, with Street Pikachu crashing out around turn 13, ladies and gentlemen. So that is very unfortunate for him, and that's actually going to give a lot of drivers an opportunity to go into the pit lane, get practically a free pit stop, and go on a new set of tires. So again, ladies and gentlemen, if you are just queuing in, welcome to Smoking Pirelli's Racing Club, here for Season 4, Round 1 of the Imola Grand Prix. I'm your commentator, Just Gaming, or Justin. Not one of the best commentating that I've done today because of the connectivity issues. So again, I'm going to say it multiple times, guys. I do apologize for the connectivity issues on my end. And and so far it's been pretty good with connectivity. It doesn't look like anyone's glitching out. Azuri, I hope you're still in the chat, man, because you've been really the one that's been telling me if there's been any issues, and with you being quiet actually in the chat, that just gives me the indication that it looks like we are pretty good now. And we are now looking at our leaders of Jonesy, Kobe, and Drunk Pirate in the pit lane. Yep, and Azuri says it's been all good now. Appreciate it, Azuri. If you keep this up, I might make you a moderator. But it looks like a lot of people going into the pit lane now. The top 8 going in. There could be a few double stacks out there, as we see now with Liam and Skills Den. Not too much time lost, and a lot of drivers going on a set of mediums. Well, actually, a few drivers going on a set of mediums. A lot of them going on a set of softs, and I think the softs are definitely going to be the way to go here, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely going to be the way to go, because we saw earlier on. Oh, you know how to make a boy blush, says Azuri. No worries, my man. Thanks again for sticking around, Azuri, especially through all of the connectivity issues. So really do appreciate you, my man. Really do. We're also seeing a few more drivers go into the pit lane. It looks like the Aston Martin of Sharpie and Infinite Fear, the Alfa Romeo, going into the pit lane now. And now this is where it really going to come into play, ladies and gentlemen. This is where we're going to be seeing everyone give it their all, give it their best, because with now everyone making the pit stop, everyone on either a set of softs or a set of mediums is going to be quick out there right now, ladies and gentlemen. So this is it, everyone's final opportunity to make up some ground, make up some positions, get the best start to the season premiere of season 4 as they can. Let's see, can anyone get past Kobe, because Kobe's just been on fire today with his pace. Owen Wilson gave himself let's say a lot of stuff for him to actually, what's it called? He gave him he had to make him work a little bit harder for those positions. We'll have to say he gave himself a tough task, and he actually made Kobe a little bit slower through those corners because he was battling out with him. So it was good to see that. But now we're waiting on a few more drivers to catch up with the pack of Sharpie and Infinite Fear, who has just come out on a new set of softs and a set of mediums respectively. And with that being now another lap of safety car, ladies and gentlemen, we're actually going to run a quick ad, and we're going to be right back. And that's going to give me a little bit of time to relax my voice. So I'm going to be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere, as the safety car should be coming in this lap. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back from the ad break. Now we just saw race control come in and say that there is the safety car going to be making his way into the pit lane now. So now it is time for Kobe and Drunk Pirate to start off this race once again. Jonesy in third as well. A good result so far for the Haas team. And now we are back underway. Kobe just getting really far off away from Drunken Pirate on that safety car restart, as he almost leads by a second. But Captain Jack, or Drunken Pirate, is really going to close in that gap, and we are back to racing, ladies and gentlemen. Green flags over the field, around 10 laps left to go. Infinite Fear has just crashed out around the final corner, and he is now out of this race. We're seeing Liam get the overtake now on Jeff K with those new set of softs, and he now pushes his way up to 7th. We see Super Saiyan closing in on the Alfa Romeo for that 9th place position of Groenfeld. With those softs, he's going to really get a lot of better traction into these corners. Was looking for the inside curb on that corner there of turn 7, but just couldn't get the job done. Groenfeld just carried a lot of momentum through these corners for the time being. We're now seeing VDV right on the tail end of Panda near the back of the grid as well. VDV currently without any time penalties, and a few drivers ahead of him with them. So he's going to be gaining a lot of positions if he just keeps a clean race. Now back up to the front, actually back to the midfield. We're seeing Jeff K really giving Groenfeld a tough time through that corner, as Groenfeld was trying to go around the outside of Jeff K and just couldn't get the job done. Had to cut the corner there a little bit to not make a collision happen. And Super Saiyan really took advantage of that mistake, and he's gonna push for that 9th place position. We're seeing Captain Jack now catching up to Kobe on those new set of softs. He's gonna be on fire at this point in that McLaren. Let's see if he can make up these positions. It's gonna be close, because we know that Captain Jack, or Drunken Pirate, is a really quick driver here in Smoking Pirelli's in every league that he's been a part of that I commentate in as well. A lot of leagues like Prospects that I do, but and of course RL for Rainer's Racing League as well, that I would commentate on as well. But Natalie now is getting past Spillage around the inside of turn 9 and 10, And Spillage goes completely off the track there, rejoins and sees Skills Dan trying to make up for that mistake, and he takes it, goes up to 5th place. The Red Bull team are really starting to slow down compared to the Mercedes. We're seeing Liam trying to get past now as well as he goes around the outside, and he has gotten it. And Spillage now losing 3 positions in one sector, so that is very, very tough to do. But now is Drunken Pirate's opportunity. Can he get past Kobe? Kobe on those set of mediums is just extraordinarily quick. Kobe in general is just extraordinarily quick, I gotta say, ladies and gentlemen. But Captain Jack, I'm so used to calling him Captain Jack, even though he changed his name. Captain Jack really catching up to the tail end of Kobe on those set of softs. But Kobe is really keeping up, trying to hold on to that ERS for the late run in this race. This front 3 is really going to get spicy coming into the end of this race. We're also seeing the 3 right behind that battle as well, of Natalie and the 2 Mercedes of Skills, Dan, and Liam. So it's going to be pretty close between them. Infinite Fear is just left. We have a spin near the back, and it's going to be Shazin in Sector 1. And he spins around, and he's now going to fall down to 16th position. But so far, we're seeing Super Saiyan actually right on the tail end of Jeff K. He's trying to get past, but Jeff K really holding his own. But now it comes down to DRS, and this is where we're going to go back up to the front with Drunk Pirate and Kobe, as they're both now coming around turn 18. Jonesy right behind. The rear flaps are open now for the McLaren. He's going to close in that gap. Or actually, is he? Kobe's really holding on to that pace. He's using a lot of that ERS to stay ahead. Drunk Pirate's trying to get past, couldn't find the space, and still holds on to that 2nd place. Right on the diffuser of the Haas. Very strong at the beginning of the real life season, where we saw Kevin Magnussen make his way into the top 5, I want to say, back at Bahrain, if I do remember it correctly. Where we're seeing how close Captain Jack is trying to get to Kobe, just playing it safe. He's fighting a lot of that dirty air that's coming off of Kobe's rear wing. Can he actually get it down though? Jonesy's starting to struggle a little bit as well, falling behind Drunk Pirate. VDV now gives himself a time penalty, and this is where it's going to come down to, ladies and gentlemen. With these time penalties over the field, it's really going to mess up all of these drivers' opportunity to make up some crucial points to start off their season. Oh, Infinite Fear crashed on my own after the safety car. Yeah, I just saw that, Infinite. That was around the final corner. Very unfortunate to see that. Good to see that you're in here in the chat, though. Hopefully, you're doing okay. You still have a lot of opportunities in the season. It's only just begun, so you still have plenty of time to work on that craft, work on that restart, and hopefully you improve when it comes to round 2. But Infinite Fear, welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat, my man, and welcome to Smoking Pirellis. We had a lot of internet issues on the beginning of this stream, so if you're gonna be watching this back, I'm gonna try and get all of the clips and put them into my YouTube, and that's gonna go on to Smoking Pirelli's Facebook. And if you guys didn't know, Smoking Pirelli's Racing Club has a Facebook page to where we post highlights, where we post like overtakes, like highlights. We post stream highlights as well if there's been any like funny incidents with me in the comms box, and that happens more than once, I can definitely tell you that. Alright, just a bruised ego. Clipped the inside curb way too hard. Yeah, and that's the one thing about this this track. It is not curb friendly at all, so it can really catch the worst out of people. But it's good to see that you're okay. Just work on that racecraft. Work for next week and you'll be right there. But again, Infinite, welcome to the chat. Hopefully it's a long and enjoyable stay for you, my man. And we're seeing this front two really giving each other a tough time out there. Kobe holding on to that lead pretty easily as well, but Drunken Pirate is really trying to get past on those set of softs, really struggling against that dirty air, and with him being behind those medium set of tires, it's going to make those softs work even harder to keep up. But no, this is where Drunken Pirate really needs to dig deep and use all of his experience from racing, from commentating, from getting that third eye view, and trying to get past. Jonesy is really creeping up as well. Groenfeld, we have a spin near the back of Groenfeld, but we cannot go off of this battle for the race lead. This three-way battle between Kobe, Drunk Pirate, and Jonesy really getting close for comfort. Same with that battle for fourth with Scales, Dan, Natalie, and Liam. Liam actually starting to close in really closely onto the diffuser of Natalie as they make their way now towards turns 17 and 18. Both of them will be getting DRS, but I think this is where Liam is going to be striking. The rear light is now on for that AlphaTauri. Liam is really going to close in. Can he make up the position? The gap is shortening. Natalie's going to try and go around the outside of Skills Dan there. Couldn't find the gap. And Liam goes into the gravel after going on the throttle a little bit too much, fighting for that dirty air. And he now finds himself down to 10th. Potentially 11th. Yeah, now 11th with VDV crossing past. Needs those tires to cool down a little bit. You can see him struggling to keep the traction. Trying to defend against Panda. Panda had to ease off of the brakes there, and there goes Liam into the wall on lap 29, and that's going to be a late virtual safety car call. It could be upgraded to a safety car, but for the time being, ladies and gentlemen, Liam is out of this race, and it's unfortunate. He had such a good position in the race start. I believe it was near the front rows, and now we'll have to settle for 16th after crashing out here at Imola. And with a big name of Liam as well, it just goes to show it can take out the worst out of these people. Imola is a very tough track to master, and that is where you got to go in and out, practice, time trial after time trial. Just try to get that racecraft and that consistency up, and it's just difficult for them. But with this being a virtual safety car now, we're going to run a quick 30-second ad, and we'll be right back for the last 2 laps of this race, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back from that quick ad break. Kobe actually had a very good virtual safety car restart there, and you can see Drunk Pirate just really struggling to keep up. He's now out of that DRS range as they're now closing in towards the detection zone. I'm not too sure if he was able to get into that in time, and that could be giving Jonesy the opportunity to get past. We'll have to wait and see. Drunk Pirate did in fact lose out on DRS, ladies and gentlemen, and with 2 laps left to go, Kobe now has the lead that he's been waiting on to catch Drunk Pirate out on a safety car or virtual safety car and give his teammate the opportunity to get past. We're seeing Super Saiyan and Spillage have himself a little bit of a battle at the end of that DRS. Super Saiyan now up to 6th, so a good result so far for the Haas and the Aston and the McLaren team. I can't believe I messed up the Aston Martin and McLaren. Jesus Christ, Justin, what's wrong with me? But yeah, so far good results there between those 2 teams, especially for the Haas being 2 drivers currently in the podium positions. Could change, of course, due to time penalties, but it's still a good result so far for them. We see Skills Dan still in 4th, trying to catch up. You see Spillage actually catching up to Super Saiyan, closing that gap. But Groenfeld now takes the fastest lap. Coming to the near end of this race, ladies and gentlemen, and now we're actually going to go on board with Jonesy and Drunk Pirate as their battle has been really brewing up in these final laps. Kobe is going to start it off. The white flag is being waved, ladies and gentlemen, for the final lap here at Imola. Jonesy is giving it all that he's got with comes to the battery, to the engine, and those tires. He needs to get into that second place to put Haas all the way up top and try to push even further for Constructors' Championship. This, and to be honest with you, you want to get a good start to this. You want to get one of the best starts that you can potentially get, but of course anything can happen, ladies and gentlemen. With this being the final lap, Kobe still leads the way with Drunk Pirate in second and Jonesy in third. It's currently a Haas 1-3, but 4 time penalties are going to be served. Skills Dan currently in 4th, with Natalie in 5th, Super Saiyan in 6th. The rest of the drivers on time penalties with Spillage, Jeff K, Sharpie, VDV, Panda, Shazin, Tollmark, Dusty Fake, and Gronfeld. Now this is going to be it. We're going to go down on board. We're going to now follow with Kobe, as he did not put a tire wrong, as he was able to start in pole position, ended where he started. Final corner to go. He's going to start celebrating to start off the season with a banger. Kobe wins at Imola, ladies and gentlemen, as he makes his way up and pushes way for the Drivers' Championship. An amazing drive for Kobe. Amazing drive for Drunk Pirate as well, as he was able to make up 1 position, started in 3rd, finished in 2nd. And an overall great race. Jonesy had to serve some time penalties, so he now falls from 3rd to 6th. So far, ladies and gentlemen, give a big congrats to all of the drivers that are out there, but especially for Kobe, the start to the season that he would have wanted, with not getting the fastest lap, however, but still getting the race win, a clean race. Probably I'm gonna have to speak with the marshals with the incident with Owen Wilson earlier on in the race. But that's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen, for Smoking Pirellis. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, make sure you hit the follow button and make sure that notification bell is on so you're notified every time I go live for any of the links that I'm a part of. And there's a lot of good links that I do, ladies and gentlemen, so I think that you guys would really enjoy it. Unfortunate for Infinite Fear, but thanks for staying in the chat, my man. Azuri, thanks for being a first-time chatter as well. I saw your follow as well, so I really do appreciate it. Chris Norazuro, I'm not too sure if you were in the chat as well, but thank you for the follow. Same goes with Kobe, our current race winner and current Drivers' Championship leader at the end of round 1. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we will see you next week for round 2. Mark it in your calendars, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good one and stay safe.